Welcome to another episode of Watch Once Over. My name is Big E. Today we're going to be looking at a watch that kind of flew under the radar for me, but now it is up front and center, and I'm honestly thinking about adding one of these to my collection. Once again, you can pick this watch up at ArizonaFineTime.com, and this watch is going for the price of $21.50, and this is just a beautiful, beautiful put together watch. Some of the things I like about it before we get into it is the simple aesthetics. It has everything you need, it has nothing you don't. I like it because it's not overcooked, it's not overdone, it's no gimmicks. There's no bezel on here, and it is just plain old ultra comfortable to wear. This watch is so balanced. I I, I almost I'm gonna almost have to add this to my collection. Now, let's just start with the obvious. The case. This case shape is unique to this watch. You have almost what it looks like to be a two-piece case design, whereas you have the bottom case, which is ultra thin and polished, and then you have the top part of the case, which is just like a conical shape um, that looks like it's attached to the bottom part. Now, the finishing on this watch is unparalleled. Now, before we get into this, understand that this watch is 904L steel, the same steel they use in the famed Rolexes. So that is one plus, that it gives you this brilliance that only 904 can give you, and it has the corrosion resistance that's higher than the 316L steel watch. Now, on this case, you have these lugs that are squared off, sunken in. As you can see, they're all countersunk. And look at this polished edge, the way this creases, and it goes from a rounded edge up to a shiny laser type polished squared off edge, and then it transitions into the brushing. Now the brushing flows down from the case all the way into the bracelet. One of the things I did not enjoy about a lot of ball watches is that, number one, the bracelets aren't tapered. This one is. And number two, they have those polished center links. This one is not. It has polished edges. It has a polished bevel edge, but those center links are satinated, and it's beautiful 904L steel. Oh man, this is nice. Twin trigger deployant butterfly with the ball logo. And this is such a nice drape on this bracelet. This H-link pattern is just awesome. And the polishing on this bezel is first rate. Now, you get a signed crown with the ball RR logo, and then you get the side of the crown is brushed. Look at that. Beautiful brushing and knurling, and it's screw down, and you get 100 meters of water resistance. Now you get a cyclops on this one with the date window and a white date wheel with a beveled date box. You get an indice over here at 3 o'clock, and all the indices are tritium. And this is going to be a favorite of people who don't like the big RR on the back of the second hand. This one does not have that. It doesn't have that RR on the back of the second hand. Just has it printed on the beautiful blue dial, and this is a more of a royal blue, and that's nice. And then down here over 6 o'clock, move the hands out the way. Look at that. you get a power reserve. Now, this is a 50-hour power reserve, and the movement in here is the ETA 2897. You have these chopped off sword style hands. I love the minute hand that reaches all the way out into the seconds track. The rehalt is just blue like the dial. Nothing fancy. Tool watch. Aesthetic. Simple power reserve on the bottom. 50 hours of power reserve. And you get those beautiful tritium tubes. Now turning the watch over to the back. You can see that beautiful ETA movement with the Geneva striping and also lots of perlaging and thermally blue screws. This is nice. 27 joules on this movement. 5,000 G shock resistance. Screw down back, 100 meters of water resistance. Sapphire back and sapphire front with anti-reflective coating. And this watch just really does it for me. 904 steel. Screws, not pins and sleeves, to hold the bracelet in. You get half links. And I'll show you what it looks like on my wrist, which is 7.25 inches. And that's what it looks like on my wrist. This watch is beautiful. It's so simple and so plain. I just think it's perfection. The ball icebreaker. Wow. Now, this Lume, we'll take a look at it real quick. Tritium, it's the best in the business. 2 colors. You get orange 12 o'clock, and then all the rest are green. I'll show you what that looks like with the lights off. And as you can see, these tritium tubes are coming through. I'll put the black light on there to give you a better look. And this is going to last for about 25 years before you have to get these tubes replaced. So this is just going to be an awesome all-around watch. This is the ball icebreaker. This case is so handsome. Look at the lines on there. This is a sexy, sexy watch. Let's measure that bracelet. It goes from at the end of the lugs from about a 21 down to about a 17. So it has a nice drape, as you can see. And that's what gives you that comfort when you're wearing it. Really nice watch. This is what is possibly going to be my next one for my collection. This is just a beauty to look at. Anyway, my name is Big E. That's the Watch Once Over for today. You can pick this up at azfinetime.com. God bless, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.